What's up, guys? So I really wanted to talk a little bit about what to expect on the channel going forward. You may have noticed I have not uploaded in probably about 2 or 3 weeks. And that's because I've been trying to get things set up a little bit better. I know a lot of people have talked about my audio before, saying that things sound a little weird, using the mic that I have for my camera. So I figured that I would try to improve that a little bit to help things out. So many of you guys are probably here on this channel because of those concentration programming music videos. Perhaps this is how you found my channel. So first off, those will continue to go. But I want to emphasize that one of the main things going forward is that I really want to continue to do what I've been really doing lately with sharing my experiences in life, the things that I've learned through life. I've found about myself, through several years, that I enjoy helping people. I enjoy giving advice. And one of the funny things about that is if I look back, I have given more advice about relationships to people regarding their relationships than more than anything else in life. So that is going to be a big part also. But, of course, being in IT, I want to do things on that topic as well. I wanted to talk about this book that I've been reading, The Truth About Your Future by Rick Edelman. He talks about exponential growth in technology and how it's going to affect their financial future. I want to talk about that, but I figured that because I will be going to Alabama in a couple of days and I will be there for a little bit, and I did not want to rush talking about this book. So one of the notes on that is I do a lot of reading. It's one of the things that I've discovered about myself. I love reading. Within this past year, I've done more reading possibly than I ever have, and so I really would love to be able to share with you guys some of the things that I learned from those, from the books that I read. So that will be a element. But going forward, like I said, I really want this channel to be beneficial to you guys in whatever sort of way that it can. And the reason why I will continue to do those programming music videos because people ask for them. A lot of people have said that it's helped them out on their jobs, while they're working on projects at home, reading, writing, or whatever. So as long as it continues to be a benefit to you guys, then I will continue those as well. But you may have noticed that those I release those probably every blue moon, you could say. Not necessarily, but every 6 or so months. And the reason why I do that because I don't want to just throw things together just for the sake of doing them. A lot of times I compile the things I listen through over the course of those periods together, and I make those into tracks, and then I add a couple additions. So a lot of times when I'm just working on something here at home or at work, and I hear something that I'm like, hey, that may sound good in the list. So I'll make put them in a little private list. So it takes a little time to accumulate those. I don't actively search for content unless I'm at this period when I've said that I'm going to go ahead and release something. So I have to hurry up. But I really like to make sure that the content is really good on those. So I really want to focus on the in between that. So you may have been, if you have been following my channel recently, you've seen that I've been doing a little bit more talk videos recently on different various subjects. And that is what I want to really continue to push. As I said, I want the channel to be beneficial to you guys. I think that there's some value in sharing our experiences, our stories, the things that we learn from the goods and bads of life with other people. Because I feel that if it's something that I've learned through a bad experience, and perhaps I can help someone else avoid it. If it's something that I've learned through a good experience, then perhaps I can share it with someone else so that they can, perhaps also have those sorts of experiences. So, I enjoy helping people. I enjoy giving advice, and I figured that it would be a bit of a disservice to not do that. I've talked about my purpose and my passion several times before, so I won't talk too much about it here. But I can tell you that is one of the things that I've found in my life that has brought happiness to my life, and that's one of those things that has brought a sense of fulfillment to me. And that is what I'm on now. I'm on this journey to fulfillment. There are many things I hope to accomplish in life, and sort of I've the value of my life I've given myself is basically to be able to accomplish that, to be able to help other people. And that is what makes me feel alive. So I want to continue doing that. And YouTube is perhaps one avenue of doing that, but working on other projects as well that I hope that, as time goes on, we'll continue to build and build so that I can do this on more of a massive scale. So, and I figured that it would be nice to continue sharing these sorts of things that I learned through you guys. So Yeah, so I really want to be able to do that. As I said, I will talk about books that I've read. I will talk about those bad experiences that I've had in life, the things that I've learned, and I will talk about these in many different aspects. When it comes to education, college, student life, dating, your career advice, and all these sorts of areas. So I really want to, or I really enjoy talking about them. So I will do that. So yeah, that's basically, I guess, what you can expect. If you look back on my channel, you may have seen back around 2012 that I started doing vlogging a little bit then. Back in my dorm room, dark lighting, video quality sucked, using probably, I think it was my first smartphone that I had back then, a Windows phone, and I can tell you I will probably never get another Windows phone. No offense to you guys who have one, but the app support is kind of not so great, or at least it wasn't when I had one back then. But as I said, I didn't have the experiences that I have now. I wasn't at the point that I had that I'm at now, and over the course of these past, it's been almost 6 years, I have learned a lot. I've had many good experiences and probably even more bad experiences. So I figured that it will be beneficial to share that with you guys. So that's really what I wanted to do. As I said before, I've been working on several other projects and really documenting things that I want to talk about. So those will be rolling out as time goes on. As I said, when I get back, I'll probably start on or sort of a review, or at least not necessarily a review, but more so what I learned from this book. It's regarding exponential technology and how that's going to affect the future. Of course, from Rick Edelman's perspective. But in my perspective as well. Like I said, I will talk on many different topic areas. Dating is one of the big ones, as I said. This is one of the areas that I found myself giving more advice on than anything, dating and relationships. So online dating is perhaps the first topic that I will really cover in that area, which is something that, online dating is something that probably 10 or 15 years ago, people were probably embarrassed to say. If you were to ask someone how they met someone and they met them online through a dating app, they probably would have been hesitant to say that back then. But nowadays, not so much. It's becoming more so of a norm as we continue to integrate further into technology, which is sort of goes hand in hand with some of the the points in this here book on exponential technology. So things are starting to change. Things are things that we thought were a little bit silly before are becoming a norm now. So I will talk about those sorts of areas, and many more. So I hope that you guys have, been enjoying the content so far. I hope to improve it a little bit. Like I said, I want to talk about this, but I didn't want to rush it. If it's not beneficial, then there's no need in me talking about it. If it's not beneficial, if I'm going to rush through it just for the sake of doing it, then that's probably worse than better. So anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope that you stick around for more. And also, I really want to be able to talk more and more with you guys, based off of, your experiences as well. So, if you have anything that you want to share, please comment them. You have anything that you want to talk about, any questions regarding life, and they can be in any area of life. I would really love to talk about them. So, if you have any ideas, questions, things that are burning that you'd love to hear my opinion on, then, please let me know, and I will get to them. So anyways, hope you guys stick around. I'll talk to you later, and enjoy the rest of your evening or night.